A Boogie with a Hoodie in GarageBand. Yes, that's what we're gonna be doing today. Let's get it. Let's get an acoustical guitar. Let me lay down some chords. So let me just put down this chord in real quick. Let's put it down an octave, so something like this. I want this to go down a little bit just to give it a little bit of more of a melodic feel. So something like this so far. And I want another chord up here. Yeah, I want it to end in that, so it'll be something like this. Yeah, I like that so far. I'm just stretching out the notes. I want the last two notes just to be chords, so I'm just gonna do something like this. I just put this little note in here just to give it a little bit more variation. Just gonna try and get a different guitar to make it fit in better. So it sounds like something like this now. But when it comes to here, it's very low. So I just want to transpose this up a few semitones just to make it sound a bit better. Yep, this sounds good. Just listen to this. I'm actually gonna put a little bit of automation in there and put a few effects as well, just to make it sound as good as possible. Find the right timing. Actually, I had to change a little bit because my GarageBand crashed. I'm gonna copy that now into the next section and merge the two tracks. I'm gonna take out the high end that the squeak gives. I didn't like that too much. So I just did that a little bit. I'm just also gonna add some wider on it, just to make the stereo shape a little wider. Now I'm gonna add the eighth note hi-hat. Since it's in 181 BPM, it's gonna be really fast. So watch out for this. I'm also gonna add a little rhythm at the end just to make it a little bit more interesting. Otherwise, I want to keep the hi-hat pattern really simple. So something like this. Yeah, that sounds pretty nice so far. I'm just gonna reduce the velocities a little bit, and that'll be the hi-hat pattern completely done. Okay, now let's search for a clap. Let me just grab this clap 5. It sounds pretty basic. I'm gonna copy that into the next section. Why did I leave out a clap? Actually, that sounds pretty nice, but I'm still gonna have the clap in there. Next thing I want is an open hat to play before the clap. I want a very simple open hat. I'm gonna reduce it to the clap so that it hits even harder. And now for the 808s. You want the 808s to really be banging out in the mix. So I'm gonna get the Z808 real quick. Okay, let's come up with the pattern in a higher octave, then we'll transpose it down later on. Something like this. I want this to be in the same syncopated rhythm over here as well. So let me just put it like this. I'm gonna transpose it to the C0 octave. Let me just EQ this real quick. Actually, for the end, I want a little 808 roll just to make things a little bit more interesting. So I just moved it down a little bit. That sounds fine now. So that's gonna be the 808 pattern. Now I'm gonna put a kick pattern to complement this 808 just to make things hit a bit harder. I'm gonna find a kick with a higher frequency. I'm gonna take this kick 3 and distort it a little bit, because distorting kicks always, I know, it just works with the 808s. I'm gonna add a simple snare pattern on top of this. I'm gonna move that here because this part seems a bit complicated in this area. No, why did I have it in the same channel as the kick? I'm gonna put that down. And I forgot, I never even finished the kick pattern. Let me just do that real quick. So I'm gonna copy both of these into the next section now. So overall, it sounds like this for the moment. I'm gonna add a few instruments and then arrange it. Now I'm just gonna add in a simple counter melody just with the chords. It's not gonna take very long. I'm just gonna take a classical grand piano and put the chords in. One last drum pattern I'm gonna add is just a little perk just to finish off the beat, and then we'll be done. I'm gonna use this tambo 2. I'm gonna drag it in here. It's just a tambourine sound. I'm gonna mix the beat now and show you the arrangement. Actually, to be honest, I don't like the second melody. I'm just gonna take it out. And for the second melody instead, I'm gonna pitch this up 12 semitones. This is a trick you can use if you want a new counter melody. You can just take this and pitch it up 12 semitones. It sounds like this now. That sounds pretty nice. So I'm gonna arrange the beat just into the intro hook. I'm gonna stop at the hook because I don't want to bore you. But if you want the whole beats, a link.